Gonna be okay. Hi everyone, sorry for the mix-up. I don't know where my head was at when I scheduled my live stream for 7:30 in the morning. I don't know what was going on in my brain. So hi everybody, I'm very sorry for the mix-up. I'm just glad I did a post yesterday about it, because at least then it was on the post. So I'm very sorry. Oh, my brain. I don't know what's going on with my brain. We'll wait a bit, because obviously there possibly won't be very many people on just yet because of the mix-up. So I shall just hold on for a bit. I'm not sure who's on. Louise, are you on? Or Vicky, are you on? I'm not sure who's on. Oh, Louise probably isn't on, because yeah, you came on at 10. So that's probably Vicky. Vicky, are you there? I think you're there. I'm going to hold on because I've only literally got one person on at the moment. And I know it's probably because of the mix-up. And I'm very sorry. My brain. Hi, Karen. Dearie me. I don't even know what was going on with my brain. I scheduled it yesterday. And I hadn't had a lot of sleep like the night before. And I don't know. I really don't know how I managed to do that. I mean, I could have understood if I'd put 7:30 p.m, but I did it for 7:30 a.m, I think. I don't even know what I was doing in my head. It's been a bit of an interesting... Yes, today. It's now. Hi, Vicky. Yeah, I'm not the best, I have to say. I was ill over Christmas and New Year. And then I kind of got a little bit better. Started to pick up energy. Gave myself food poisoning by eating 2 eggs that were out of date. And now I've got a dry cough. And today I've woken up with blocked ears and a sniffle and a dry cough. So we've gone back down again. So anyway, never mind. But we're here. We're here. So if I start coughing uncontrollably, that will be the reason. Okay, so just bear with me. But yeah, we're here. Yeah, I was thinking about doing it on the evening, because I know a lot of people find it easier in the evening, and like Australian, New Zealand people all find it a lot easier if I do it in the evening UK time. However, evenings here are a bit crazy for me, and yeah, I just thought, you know what, I just want to do it during the day like I normally do on a Tuesday, because it's just calm. Like, my husband's not here, my son's not here, it's just me, and it's nice. I've got no one bothering me. I've got no one knocking at the door of the craft room like, Mum, I want this, I've got none of that. It's just me here, just the 2 cats, and it's just nice. So I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do it during the day. And also because this morning when I woke up, I felt like somebody wrenched me from my sleep, and I just thought, by the 7 o'clock tonight, it's no way. Absolutely no way I'm going to be even half alive. So yeah. Hi, who else we got? Hi, Bling Bling Crafter, hello. Hi, Yvonne. Yes, I don't know. Yeah, I'm still here. I am still here. Well, I can't disappoint you guys, do you know what I mean? Like, I can still function. I just feel, my head feels full of cheese right now, if that makes any sense. Hi, Ginny. Hi, Crafts Cohen. Oh, Diane from Malta. Hello. And hi, Louise. Yeah, Louise is here. Cool. Dear me. So I'm going to try and I'm going to try and not cough. So bear with me. It was funny, actually. I did a video on Sunday. I was recording a video on Sunday. It was for that. It was actually the one you saw, the corner tuck fold, this one. That we actually did it yesterday in our craft class. So Louise has done this with me yesterday. But the one you saw was the yellow one with the butterflies. And so when I did it, I was coughing all the way through it. I had to keep editing it out. So when I was editing, I was like, oh, there's a cough coming. And at one point, I was trying to hold the cough in, and I made this very strange noise, and I had to edit it out. But yes, it was quite amusing. Dear, bear with. Yeah, Yvonne, you can understand. Spider's Corner, you've still got that cold. I know, it's horrible, isn't it? It's annoying, actually, because my son got a cough, but he had a chesty cough over Christmas and New Year, along with the temperature. And I was really glad, because I didn't get the cough. And I always have a bit of a cough in the morning anyway. That's just standard for me. But yeah, I didn't get it. I was like, yes, I didn't get it. And then my husband got ill, but he just had like a cough, like a dry cough. He didn't have it like me and my son had it. So I'm wondering now if this is what my husband had. Happy days. Hi Liz in Minnesota, and hi Joyce. Good to see you. You've had the same voice. It's horrible, isn't it? I know, it really is. Yes, the corner tuck card. I love it too. I just wish I could find out who the person who came up with it was. I mean, I'm presuming this is what it was. This is what it, you know, was supposed to be. But on the picture, this is what it looks like. But yeah. So we're not doing that today, obviously. We've done it already. I have got, though, 3 other variations of that card. So this card here. So stay tuned. There's another variation of this coming up this weekend. I think it's either going up Friday or Sunday. I think it's Sunday. I think I've scheduled it in for. Can't remember. And then I've got 2 other variations after that, and they will be up in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I'm going to make that soon, hopefully. Hi, Anna Marie. Oh, good. Yes, I thought I recognised the surname. Your mum's going to be on shortly. Fantastic. Hi, Liz from Scotland. Fantastic. How is it in Scotland? Is it dreary and horrible like it is here? Yes, Karen. I think you're going to like the one that's going up on Sunday. I think you're going to like that. It does remind me a bit of a cardigan. You'll understand when you see it. I haven't done it I haven't decorated mine like that, but you'll see it on Sunday. Hi Louise, how are you? Just having a quick gulp of drink. By the way, if you're watching this, I have to do this little preamble. If you're watching this as a replay, so you're not watching this live, you're watching this back, this is a live stream, therefore there will be lots of chat. Okay, warning, whoop whoop, lots of chat alert. If you want to just watch the tutorial, it will be coming up soon. I will be filming it probably after I've finished this live stream, as long as I'm not coughing too much. And it will go up in the next few weeks. So yeah, so don't worry. I do, Vicky, and I actually started my day with a hot honey and lemon. But yeah, I didn't think to get on before I started the live stream. I've got some water, so I guess that'll have to do. Right, how are we getting on? Right, so I'm going to quickly tell you about the papers that I've used. So these papers, let me show you the card first. Hi, Sally. Your daughter's on as well. So we've got the whole Bosward family. Well, not quite the whole, but you know what I mean. Mother and daughter. It's always good. So this is the card we're doing today. So this is basically my variation of the diamond easel card. Because I was looking back, trying to work out what I was going to do today. And I saw the diamond easel card and I thought, oh, maybe I could do a version of that. And then I was like, oh, you know what? Everyone always asks me for a 5x7. So, so I thought, right, I am going to, I'm going to make a 5x7 version. So this is my 5x7 version. So it folds down like that. So the footprint of this is 5x7. It actually looks longer than a 7, but it is 7. Let me just double check it. Pretty sure it's 7. Yeah, it is 7 inches. Yes, it is 5x7. It just looks really long and thin, but yeah. And then it just stands up like that. So that is the card we're doing today. So yeah, and I've got a more complicated version of this, which again will be coming up in a few weeks' time. I've just had a burst of ideas recently. So I've literally got like what 1, 2, 3, 4 different ideas. So it's just trying to schedule them all in. So the papers that I use for this is part of Antonio Makes' new collections. So, and the same with the ones I'm doing today. So I'm just going to quickly show you just some of them. He's got loads on his website. There are loads of new ones. So yeah, I'm not going to go through all of them, but I'm just going to show you some of the ones I've printed off, just so you can have a quick look, just while we're waiting for other people to come in. So I just printed off some. So he's got a collection called From the Vintage Attic, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see these because these are quite fine detail. But this is called Beautiful Backgrounds, and they've got a whole load of beautiful backgrounds. It's got like green, this black and white one. I love these fleur de lis ones, like a blue and like a rusty red, like a dark, almost chocolatey brown red kind of colour. Then a really pale green, this one which is blue and it's got a bit of like cream in it, which I'm actually using on today's card. And then we've got 2 different types of red. Now, I'm not sure exactly, these aren't actually very true to colour because my laser printer was running out of certain colours, so these might look different when you print them off. A really red, like an olive green, 2 other different types of green, more of a tealy one and more of a foresty one, a very like foresty one, and then this one is another type of green, but again I'm not sure because my printer's playing up. This is like some different blues, like a tealy blue and a normal blue. This is a lovely colour. In fact, one of my craft ladies, she printed off, I'm pretty sure it was this one, and she used some Stampin' Up papers with it, and her card was beautiful. She did this card yesterday in my craft class, and she used this paper. It looked really nice. So that's just some of the beautiful backgrounds. Then he has loads of mini collection, and this was one of them. So this is the lavender and citrus, and so this goes really nicely with the other citrus papers he had out of the vintage cookbook pack. So that's that one. Yeah, that's it. And then he's got another collection called Mother Nature Bright Bouquet. So this is what I used for the card you saw. So this is the card I showed you. So these, that's obviously the beautiful backgrounds, and then these papers here are from this Bright Bouquet pack. Beautiful. Love these. Look at these. Oh my goodness, these are so nice. Wow. So yeah, so loads of tags, and you can make your own little flowers. You've got petals, you've got little pockets, so you can, if you just cut that out and then just fold along here and fold along here, it makes like a little pocket. So that's really cute. I think that's a box or another little, no, I think it's like a little, maybe to put tags in. Some large tags, some butterflies. This is what's left over of that paper that I used. So this is this paper here. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. And then obviously these, and then we go into this one, which is Mother Nature again, and this is called the Sweet Garden. I'm not going to turn it round just because then you can't see them both at the same time, but again, these are really nice birds and print. He did a similar paper to this a while ago and I really liked it. This one, love these blues and pinks. I'm going to whip through these boxes again. beautiful papers. Oh my goodness, tags. And then this is the papers I'm using today. So this is from one of his suites, and this is the A Midsummer Day's Dream suite, and I really love this. So you've got this butterfly paper, this one which I've cut out already, then one that's sort of the other colours, so instead of having yellow butterflies you've got blue butterflies. These two, which I absolutely love, I think they're amazing. Oh my goodness. And this, oh so nice. And then we've got butterflies. And then this one, I haven't written it out. It was something called Coffee O'Clock, I think. So the tutorial that I do for the card we're doing today will be using some of these bits. I've already cut out the little icing thing to go on the top, and I've already cut out a cupcake here. But there's all like coffee and cupcakes, and you've got little coffees, and you can cut out the little tops for them. And then he's got some papers as well. So I've got like a blue coffee bean, a pink coffee bean, then this kind of beige coffee bean print, and then this one with little coffee papers and coffee mugs and whatever, croissants. And I think there's other stuff in them, but I only printed out some of them. So yeah, so that's just some, and there's loads more. There's a whole load of like vintage papers on there. So if you like your vintage, your shabby chic, go and have a look on www.antoniomakes.com. There is loads. And he's also put some of his older stuff, like his Imperial Indigo and things like that, that's all in the sale. So if you want to go and grab yourself a bargain, he's got some of his kits on discounted. So yeah, so go and have a look. If you use my code, obviously, it's not iced, Louise10. If you use Louise10, that will get you 10% off. If you want to become a VIP member, then you will get a VIP kit, and I have printed some of the VIP kits off, haven't printed them all off. So obviously it's January and February. If you go over and subscribe with him, subscribe? If you become a member, basically, if you become a VIP member, VIP subscription, and you do it in January, you'll get January's kit, and it will literally go all the way through. You'll get 12 months worth. It'll send you a kit every month, and you get special perks and bits and bobs as well. So it's definitely worth doing. Oh, Louise, honestly, I know. Ah, poor Louise. Louise is one of my craft class ladies, and whenever we do a craft class, you can guarantee that is the day that everybody wants to call her, everybody wants to ring her. Poor old Louise. Okay, well, you have to watch back. I will be doing a tutorial for it, and we'll probably do it in class at some point as well, so don't worry. Right, okay, let's make a start. So that's the card we're doing for those of you who've just come on. Okay, so what you are going to need for this card is, let me move my pattern papers off and my matte layers off and my white layers off. Don't know what I've got. Oh yeah, it's a base card. Right, okay, so for this card you are going to need one piece that is 5 inches by 12 inches. Okay, and you also need another piece of base card that's 3.5 by 3.5. This bit doesn't need folding or scoring. It's this one that does. So we're going to bring my scoreboard in. Please feel free to chat and ask me questions as we're going, because that's what we're doing, a live stream, so we can chat as much as we want. Right, so we put your card in. Now, why does this say it's 11 3/4? Interesting. Okay, so you do want a piece that's 5 by 12. If, like me, you end up with a piece that's shorter, or you haven't got 12 length, you've got maybe A4, which is about 11 3/4, all you need to do is adjust your mats, okay, and your patterns. So the whatever mat and patterns measurements I give you, just take a little bit off. Okay, so on your 5 by 12, I'm going to assume you've got a 5 by 12. You're going to score at 2.5 and at 5. Okay, and if you've got an A4 length, you're also going to score at 2.5 and 5. It's not going to affect anything. If you turn it round so that your 2 score things are at the top, you're then going to make a little mark at 2.5. And then what you want to do is you're going to score diagonally. Let me just bring this here. You're going to score diagonally from your first 2.5 score line to your mark, your 2.5 mark. So I'm just going to line these up like that. I don't know how well you can see my score lines. Is it too dark on the screen, or is it okay? Because it looks like it's okay, but I can switch my light on if I need to. So let me know. And then you're going to score again from that mark to your 2.5 line the other way. So it's basically the same as for a diamond easel. So I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can see the score lines. I'm hoping you can. Yeah, Sally, I have actually got I've got some Cavonia upstairs, but it's supposed to be for chesty coughs. But I don't really like taking anything, and it's only really I can be fine all day and then suddenly have an absolute coughing fit where I'm literally on my knees on the floor, just like, and then I can't breathe. So I don't know, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Cool, you can all see. Excellent. If it goes on much longer, then I will go and get it sorted out. But I think I've kicked the bug that I had and now got another one. That's what I think's happened. Right, okay, so then what you want to do is your 5-inch score line. You want to fold that as a mountain. So let's do that one first, because that's kind of like your halfway. It's not your halfway, but it kind of is. And then this one here, so your 2.5, is also a mountain. So I'm going to fold that down to be a mountain. So you kind of got like a normal easel card, because that's your side profile. And then all you want to do is you're just going to fold these up to be valleys. And if you can try and get them as straight as you can, so that they are literally like a right angle. Because sometimes you score, like my score line just there wasn't quite spot on. So I'm going to sort of show it where it should go. So you should end up with that, like that. And so then once you've brought it up, that's basically what you're ending up with. So you've got like little collars. And if you wanted to, you could actually make it into like a male card, maybe have it as a shirt collar. But we're going to add an extra square on the top. So that's where your 3.5 by 3.5 base card comes in, because that is going to go on there like that. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that down, and then we can work on our mats and our layers. Now I'm going to have to tweak my mats and layers because I have a smaller card than I should have. So let me just add some glue on here, and then oh no, okay, so I've made a classic mistake here. I'm supposed to only glue half, not the whole thing. You can tell my brain's not with it. So because what I'm going to do then is I'm just going to stick it in anyway. I'm not going to cut another piece. I'm going to stick it in anyway, and I'm just going to stick another thing on the back just to cover it up. So I've gone and stuck. I shouldn't have glued that back bit. I'm supposed to only glue half. My brain is really not here. Can you tell? Like, literally my brain is somewhere else right now. My head is clogged up, so I need to get some more card. So bear with while I just quickly get some more card. So I can cut another piece to cover that back section up. Oh dearie me. What a silly Billy. Hi Beth. Don't worry. Don't worry, you're a bit late. I'm all over the place today, so you know. I don't know if I'm coming or going, so don't worry. Right, let me just cut. I'm going to cut a triangle. Little tip for you: if you don't want to make, if you don't want to have a whole square, then just cut a triangle. So go 3.5 up the side of your card, 3.5 up the other side of your card. Join the two together, and then that makes you your triangle. So just bear with. Let me cut that off. Cut that off. Oh dear. I'm also looking at trying to use some other kind of software so that I don't have such a dodgy start. You know, when I first start off the live stream, it's usually a bit camera everywhere and it's all a bit all over the place. I'm hoping I can try and sort out some kind of way of getting a bit smoother. But technology is a bit difficult sometimes to work out. So I'm sure you can all understand. So it's having the time to sit down and work out what I'm supposed to be doing, how, you know, what I'm doing and how to do it and the rest of it. So let's stick that onto there. There we go, as if it never happened. No one would ever know, only you guys would know. Right, I'm going to have another drink. Bear with. Yes, thank you, Beth. I need hype people, don't I? I usually have Rita on here doing my being my hype lady. Thank you, Beth. That's it. Hit that like button, absolutely. If you want to become a member, you can just hit the join now button that should pop up. And if it doesn't pop up, you should have a little, as long as you're signed in, it should have a little black thing underneath that says join. Right, okay. So that's that. So then you're going to need some matte layers. So the matte layers you need, if you've got a 5x12, then base card, then you are going to need one piece of matte that's 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. If, like me, you're using like an A4, then you just need to knock that down to 4 3/4 by 6 1/2. Yeah, 6 1/2. So I'm just going to cut a little bit off my mat because I've got too big a piece of mat. So let me just cut this down to 6 1/2. So that's going to go in there like that. Fabulous. Right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stick this one down, and then we'll move on to the others. Thank you, Louise. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, I'm going to go and stick this down. What's your weather like? We always discuss weather, don't we? What's your weather like where you are? While I'm sticking this down. It's really dreary here. Has anybody got sunshine? Has anybody got snow? Has anybody got lovely warm weather? Because I would love a bit of warm weather right now. I really would. I really would. Right, let's stick this down to here like that. I've also got, when I'm doing the tutorial for this, I'm going to do it slightly differently because I have a slightly different way of doing this base bit. Cold and snowy in Wisconsin. Oh dear. I mean, I do like a bit of snow, but you guys had a lot, didn't you? Rain and windy in Hampshire. Yeah, it's rainy here. It's not windy, but it is sort of damp. Vicky, hot in Queensland. Very nice. I might be getting on a plane and coming over to see you. No, if only. If only. Right, the next bit of mat you need is a piece that's 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and that is going to go on there like that. Karen, Pretty non-seasonal here in Northwest Arkansas. Warmer than usual. Okay, cool. What kind of temperatures do you normally get at this time of the year, and what is the temperature that it is now? I'm not very good with geography and stuff. Ginny, windy and cold in the Netherlands. Oh dear. Yeah, I think a few people have got windy. I've definitely got chilly. It was like 5 degrees this morning when I went to do school run. So not good. But then it is January, isn't it? So in the UK it's about right for us. Sometimes we have snow at this time. Sally, couldn't tell you're still in bed. That sounds like a very good idea, Sally, I have to say. I almost went back to bed myself. Alan, yes, you're on a live. Welcome. I'm glad you managed to join us. Thank you. It's very nice. It's always very nice to hear people like my designs. It makes me feel very humble, I have to say. Right, you also need another map piece that's 2 by 2, and this one's going to get cut in half diagonally. Karen, 20 to 30 degrees. Ooh, lovely and warm. Cool, that's about right. I don't mind a bit of 20 to 30 degrees centigrade. I presume that's centigrade you're talking. Liz, foggy cold and maybe more snow in Minnesota. You got 18 degrees last week. Really? Wow. 18, is that Celsius or is that Fahrenheit? I don't know. I'm not good with Celsius and Fahrenheit. I probably sound really stupid. I'm really sorry if I do. I'm presuming that's Celsius. I don't know what 18 Fahrenheit in Celsius would be, but I imagine it would be very, 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 very cold indeed. Right, so these ones are going to go, these little bits here that we cut in half, these are going to go on the collared bits. Me just chatting and making at the same time. Has anybody bought anything nice in the sales? That's the other thing I was going to ask. I keep meaning to, but I never think about it until it's too late, and then it's like, oh, the sales are finished. Okie dokie. Because January is always a bit of a quick catch up from Christmas kind of time for me. And so I never get round to actually looking in the sales. 18 inches of, goodness me, 18 inches of snow. Oh, not warm. That's Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Oh my goodness. So that is quite chilly then. Okay, that is quite chilly. I don't know what that equates to in Celsius, but yeah, that would be chilly. Right, so then once we've done that, we then need to get our pattern piece for the background. Now, if you're using your main base piece was 5 by 12, then this piece of pattern paper needs to be 4 1/4 high by 4 1/2 wide, and it's going to go on here. If you're using paper that is a little bit smaller, like mine is, so mine was 11 3/4, just take 1/4 inch off that, and then I think that should fit. So I am actually going to, yeah, I'm going to have to take 1/4 inch off mine. Let me take 1/4 inch off mine. Nola, hello. In Malakuta, you don't know what temperature it is, but you've got a little tan. Very nice. Very nice indeed. That sounds good to me. I don't do tans. I don't tan. When I go in the sun, I end up looking like, I don't know, red as a postbox. So I don't do tans. I don't tan very well because of my fair skin. Oh, -6, Karen. That's very cold. Right, I'm going to stick this down onto here. I've given the measurements already, so that's going to go on there. Alan, you brought a Teflon bone folder. Wait until I was some essentials. Made 2 large storage units with foam board recycled for my work. Oh, that sounds like a good idea. Wow, that looks really good. Well, yeah, that sounds good. 2 large storage units made from foam board. That would be cool. That sounds right up my street. That's the sort of thing I'd do. Well, oh, hi, Cindy. You're listening to me on Bluetooth while you're on your way home. Wow. How do you do that? That's very clever. Oh, I suppose you put your phone on to, like, plug it into your sound system and that, I guess, do you, in your car? Typing while you're at the stoplight. Okay. 34 degrees in Northcote, frost on the ground. Oh, okay, that's cold, isn't it? That is cold. Brrr. Sally, Craft has good sales. Yeah, I keep getting emails from them, I have to say, but I just never have time to go and have a look. And also I'm a bit concerned I might end up buying something I don't need to buy. So I tend not to look unless I know I need something specific. And because Antonio Makes has just sent me the these kits, so I'm kind of good for papers. I've got a new order from Coca Rosa Studio on its way to me, so I'm going to be good for dyes. So I'm a bit like, meh, I don't really need to buy anything. So I'm trying not to look. So for me, anything that I'm buying in the sales is going to be non-craft stuff, because I try not to buy craft stuff that isn't work-based. So yeah. Yes, Alan, if you can get digital papers, they are... You also do, you kind of need a laser printer. If you've got a laser printer, if you have, you're good to go. If you haven't got a laser printer and you've got an inkjet, you can still print them off. But I have to say that it does use your ink up quite massively. I mean, it does a bit on your laser printer, but particularly on your ink, on your inkjet, it really does drain it. But one thing I have discovered, and I only just thought about this, and I don't know why, because it's so obvious, is now I've got a laser printer, I can foil. And I hadn't made that. Like, I hadn't realised that. So I printed off, I've made myself a whole load of sentiments just in black and white, and I'm going to go ahead and foil these later using my laminator and some foiling sheets. So I'll let you know how that turns out. But I suddenly thought, hang on a second, I've got a laser printer, I can foil. Hurrah. Mary, yes, it does work well, doesn't it, the tape thing? It does work well. Right, okay, and then at the top here, this is the bit where you're going to write. If you want to, you can write on this bit here, or you could do it on the back. It's up to you. But I've decided that I'm going to put my little bit there. And so this piece needs to be 2 inches by 4.5, and that's going to go up there. And I've already stamped a little greeting on it. Oh, Louise, you managed to find it. I'm glad you managed to find that Crafter's Companion paper pad. It is really beautiful. It really is. I don't know, is it a new one or is it one of the older ones? I'm not sure. It looked like it was one of the new ones because it wasn't reduced. It was full price. And there was only like one of it, I think, unless you had some more under the table. But I do like it. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful pad. Right, so that's stuck down. So that's your inside bit. And then on this bit here, this piece of pattern paper here needs to be 3 inches by 3 inches. So that's going to go on there like that. And then the bit that goes on here needs to be 1.5 by 1.5. And then I just need to cut it in half diagonally. And then half will go there and half will go there. So I'm just going to cut this in half. I've already taped them. I taped them last night because I thought, let me just tape them, and then people haven't got to sit and watch me taping bits of pattern paper. So I'm going to go ahead and quickly stick these down. Has anybody else bought anything in the sale? So the sort of thing I'm hoping to get in the sale is things like, well, just stuff that was on my Christmas present, on my Christmas list that maybe I didn't get. I was going to look at getting a heated coat. I have got a heated coat already, but it doesn't work. And it hasn't worked from the moment I had it. And I should really have sent it back, but at the time, I just didn't have the time to be faffing around ringing customer services and whatever. So, yeah, so I've just kind of kept it, and it's a good coat. It works well as a coat, but it just doesn't heat up. So, yeah. Your home, are you, Cindy? That's good. Listen to your sound system with your phone on YouTube. Fantastic. That sounds like a plan. I wouldn't think to do that, but that's a good idea. Oh, it was on a deal on Craft Stash. Okay. Nice. Okay, cool. I didn't realise it was on there. So I really need to check these things out, don't I? I do. I almost bought some of the Papercraft Society boxes because they had those reduced. But then I talked myself out of it. I was like, no, you don't need them. So I didn't buy them. So that was that. But yeah, sometimes I am quite tempted by some of the things on there. But yeah, I have quite a good I usually sort of think, oh, let me think about it, and then if I do still want it, I'll go back to it. And there have been things that I've seen that I've thought, oh, I really want that, and I haven't bought it, and then years later I'm like, oh, let me buy it now because I do still want it. And you know, but I'm quite restrained when it comes to things like that. It's like I keep seeing these what are they? I can't remember what they're called. They're like interference colours, like watercolor paint things, and they're all not holographic, what's the word, iridescent, I think that's the word I'm looking for, and they look amazing. And there's a couple of people online who I know do them, one in America, one in the UK, but they're quite expensive, so I've kind of put them off. And also because I don't really use that sort of thing, so kind of I haven't really done anything about it, but I do really like them, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Right, okay, so there we go. So that's your card pretty much done, and then all you need to do is put a little stopper. And what I've done is I've discovered that, because this is why we did the pattern paper this high, because if you stop your card where that pattern paper starts, it's about right, it's about the right place. So so that also then shows you then where you can put your greeting. So I'm going to put my greeting there. I'm just going to round the corners on it because I feel like it needs a corner rounder. It needs something on it anyway. So I'm just going to you bought some of the Papercraft Society boxes as well. Yeah, I just didn't know which one to go for, if I'm honest. I really didn't, because there were some I was like, oh, they're nice, but then some of them I liked parts of it and I didn't like the other parts of it, so I was like, I wouldn't use that bit of it. I would use that, but I wouldn't use that. So I just thought, you know what, I'm not gonna bother. So I didn't, and I've lived without it. So, oh, why have I got? I've just realised I've got a half birthday to get well soon. Oh, you can see my brain is not working. I'm glad I realised before I stuck that down. Get well soon on your birthday doesn't really work. Right, I need to find a sentiment stopper. Unless I use an actual butterfly. See, now I was going to find... I've got these butterflies and I was trying to find it because I wanted to have a butterfly on the front. But the butterflies I've got, none of them are quite the right colour. And so I didn't manage to find anything. And then my stopper was going to be my greeting. So now I'm wondering, what do we do? Any ideas, everybody? We always have this, don't we? Every live stream. I get so far, I'm well organised, and then it all goes a bit down the tubes. Let's have a look. What have I got here? Shaped sentiment toppers. Let's have a look. Don't really want a topper though, do I suppose? Let me have a look, see what we've got. I think I need a white and gold. You can tell I'm not really with it today, can't you? Have a special day. I don't know what to use. One of a butterfly cut from your paper. Yeah, the only problem is I've only got. Oh, I could from that paper though. This one I can't, but this one I could because I've got enough left of that. I should have printed more off. A yellow button or flower. Yeah. See, this is one thing I really don't like about easel cards is the stopper that you end up using. So I've got flowers, like resin flowers and other flowers that I could use. But then the problem is when you then fold it flat, it makes a bump and it will actually make, damage the card. And also for posting, it's not going to post. So it's a bit like, what do I do? Because you need a stopper, but you don't want a stopper that's going to make too much of a bump. I have got a party because I've got this one that I had on this one, celebrate your special day. So I have got some more of those. So maybe I need to get one of those out as my stopper. I might need to do that. And then on this bit here, I did want to use a butterfly, but I've noticed in one of my other cards, I did actually cut a butterfly out of some of these papers, some of the previous papers. And then because of the way the card has folded flat, the whole butterfly is now completely flat and it's lost its, it just doesn't look as good. So I'd need to kind of 3D gel up the wings so they don't go completely flat. Right, let's have a look in my little box of birthday greetings, because I have got another one of those. I've got It's Party Time as well. I've got an It's Party Time. I might use the It's Party Time actually. That's quite good. Or I've got another one of those Celebrate. Where's it gone? These are all like little die cutty things that I cut out, or they're extras or whatever. And I just whack them in here for a time when I need it. It's party time. There's a happy and there's a birthday. Where's my other? I'm sure I had another one of those celebrate your day things. Hi, Pretty Paper Crafts. That's okay. Don't worry. I know I did have a bit of a mix-up. Bit of birthday wishes. I might use a birthday wishes, actually. Yeah, I might use a birthday wishes because it can rest on the T of birthday. So I think I might go for that. Also got a big happy birthday. No, I think I prefer the birthday wishes. Let's go with birthday wishes. And then it's just a case of putting some on that front bit. As I said, I have got flowers. I've got like these resin flowers in here. And I've got these big flowers. But again, if I do that, you can't really post it. So I don't think that's going to work. So let's go with sticking this greeting down, and then we'll sort out what butterfly we want to use. You do your butterflies out acetate, so they don't go flat. That's a good idea, Nola. That is a good idea. I might have to try that. I was actually thinking of using peel off. You talking about acetate? I was thinking of trying to find a gold butterfly peel off. I'm not sure if I've got any. I might have. And then I was thinking of putting that onto acetate, cutting around it and having that in the middle. That was something that appealed to me for the the previous card. For this card, I was going to do that for this here. Yeah. So that's a good idea. I have actually got a little pack of die cut butterflies that Docraft did years ago that I got given, and I'm just wondering if there are any blue ones or yellow ones. There's no yellow ones, I don't think, but there might be a blue, possibly. They're all quite autumnal colours, if I remember rightly, in that pack. But I'll have a look anyway and see. But I probably have, I'm sure I must have a blue butterfly in Antonio Makes that's a little bit bigger. Because if I cut one of these out, I think it's going to be a bit too small. So I need to go a little bit bigger, I think. Right, so that's going to be, it's going to be about there. So let's get this in here and make sure the T sits in the right place. Like that. Perfect. The T acts as a very good wedge for my little stop. Right, let's have a quick look in my first Antonio Makes pack, because I know with the, I think it's the Imperial Indigo, this pack, I'm sure he had some, see that would be probably okay, but I'm sure there were some bigger ones. I might even have, by the way, this digital kit is reduced now on his site. This is a beautiful, this is probably one of my favourite kits he's ever done. I love this so much. But what I might do, Nola, taking your idea, here we go, perfect. What I might do is I might cut one of these out, stick it under acetate, cut it out again, and then kind of curl it. How do you get yours to kind of curl? Oh, do you just crease up the wings and then they don't go flat? That's probably what you do, isn't it? I imagine. But yeah, that would be perfect there. I feel like it should be a yellow butterfly, but I know I don't have a yellow butterfly, so we're going to go with blue. We're not going to be fussy. We're just going to go with blue and be done with it, because I like this blue butterfly. It's very similar to the one that's on that paper, and so let's use that. So yeah, Nola, let me know how, with your acetate, because obviously acetate is flat, once you've made your butterfly, do you curl the wings somehow, or do you just fold them up? Let me know. But I think that might be a good idea to mount this onto acetate. I have quite a bit of acetate on my windowsill, as everybody has, I'm sure. Isn't that not what windowsills are for? There we go. Like that. I'm going to stick it down. From the back, you will see. I've got another one of these. I've got another one. I can stick it on the back. And then at least then you're not going to see. You just ease it to curl, but you print them out to fold them. Okay, cool. Okay, yeah, I think what I might do actually then is I might get another one of these butterflies and stick it on the back. And then that way, if I've got one or anything similar, that way if you see the back of the butterfly, it doesn't matter. Or I could just use some pattern paper. I haven't got another one of those butterflies, sadly. Have I got anything similar? I might just use pattern paper actually. I just want to make sure that you don't end up with you don't end up seeing the stuff on the back. So let's have a look. Let's use this. I've got an oddment of paper here. Let's just use that. I'm going to stick that on the back, and then that way then I don't have to worry. There's my take on, there it is. I can't see it. I don't have to worry about what it looks like on the back. Used to do sun catchers. Oh, very nice. That sounds good. Yeah, with, oh wow, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Right, let's stick this down. Oh, fabulous, Cindy. That's good. Oh wow, wonderful. Yeah, they are beautiful papers, I have to say. He really does do well with his papers. I love all the butterflies, the floral ones, the butterfly ones. They're all my favourite. I'm not really into kind of junk journaling, that kind of thing, but the floral ones are beautiful, and the butterfly ones are just stunning. I quite like the coffee ones actually as well. It's a bit different to what I would normally go for, but they're also quite nice. Right, so I don't waste too much acetate, I'm just going to cut down here a little bit. There we go, like that. And then I am going to just cut that bottom bit off as well. The excess tape there. Stick that onto there like that. Right, let's stick this down. Where's my pin gone? There it is. Let me just stick this onto my acetate. It'd be really nice if my one ear wasn't all blocked up. It does make you feel a bit odd. I feel like I'm in a vacuum or a tunnel or something. Right, let's stick this onto my acetate. And I need to make sure that my whole butterfly, because this acetate isn't very big, fits on. Otherwise I'm going to end up with stickiness. There we go, like that. I haven't gone all the way to the end. Oh, I've overshot it a little bit, but it's okay. That's okay. Right, so that's one bit stuck. And then I'm just going to stick a bit of this on the back. I'm going to go with the flowers, I think. Yeah. So let's roughly cut out what we need. So down here like that. And then from here, approximately from here. A bit more than we need, but that's fine. Like that. There we go. Right, let's stick this bit down. And breathe. And relax. Let's stick this onto here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go back to the time thing. I think I'm going to stick with doing my live streams on a Tuesday at 12:30, midday UK time. It's just easier for me. Okay, apart from school holidays. And on a school holiday, it might well be 7 o'clock in the evening. I don't know. We'll have to see how we go. We'll have to see how we go. Because, yeah, evenings are not for me when it comes to live streams. Evenings are not for me. Right, let's stick that on there like that, and that on there like that. There we go. Like that and like that. There we are. Right, okay, let's cut this butterfly out now. Yvonne, you like 12:30. Good, I'm glad. As I was saying to somebody else earlier, there's always going to be somebody who, you know, who doesn't like the time. It doesn't matter what time you pick. There's always going to be somebody who can't make it. So I can't, you know, it's just one of those. I'm just going to have to go with what's best for me, just because obviously home life is a little bit challenging. So it's just easier to do it now. It's more restful. It's just me chilling at home. I've got my 2 cats. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Right, let's just cut down here. I'm going to try and make this stand up in a minute. Certainly sturdier. Attaching it onto acetate certainly makes it sturdier. I think probably putting it on vellum would make it sturdy too as well. And Karen, you like this time as well, yeah. I think there's a few people who do. It's one of those. It's one of those. We certainly had a lot of people on the live when I did the evening. But I just, yeah. It's just too much of a struggle and too much of a battle, I have to say. So I think we'll keep the 7 a clock one for maybe when it's school holidays, because then it just means during the day I can be doing stuff with my son, but then in the evening I can just do the live stream. So I think that's what we'll have to do. Ooh. I need to get rid of that white bit. I've got a white bit at the top there. Not good with fussy cutting. Me and fussy cutting don't get on. Right, let me just get rid of that white edge. White edge. Ooh. There we go. Right, clear away me junk. And then let's just bend this up and make it kind of fit. I reckon if I probably used a heat gun or something, I could get quite a good kind of crease on that, but that's quite flat otherwise. Let me fold these up. Use a ruler and fold these up, because that's quite interesting actually, because it's acetate. It kind of, and I've got, because I've stuck paper on both sides, this side is pulling, which is quite nice because it means it wants to make the wing kind of bend and curve, which kind of works well. There we go. That's not a bad butterfly, that. So I'm going to stick that in the middle there, and I think I'm going to use some pin flare glue for that, because I do like my pin flare glue. I've only just discovered it and I'm a bit late to the party, but you know, that's what happens, isn't it? And it is really good. So I'm going to use my pin flare and then just stick this on. Just means it's going to have to wait for it to dry. Push a bit out the nozzle. Right, so let's stick this on here. Now, should I have him flying the same way as everybody else, or should I have him straight? I would put him straight, but I'm wondering, should I have him flying? What do you reckon? Straight or flying? Let me know. Straight up like that, or flying? I'm going for the flying, I think. Stick it in the comments which way around you think my butterfly should be. That way round or that way round? I would normally do him that way round, but he's sort of going against the, yeah. Okay, all right. Oh, we've got 2 flyings and 2 straights. Anybody else want to add? Because we've got equal things at the moment. So we've got no. Oh, we've got. Oh, yep, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flying. 4 flying and 2 straight. The flyings are winning. I have to say, I think flying. I think if I go straight, it kind of clashes with the way they're going. Flying to Sally. Yeah, we're going flying. Sorry, straight people. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone who said straight. We're going flying. We are going with flying. Right, let me stick him on. Make sure he's on. Just kind of press him down. There we go. I'll be careful he doesn't come off. So there we go. There's your finished card. There we go then. We did him flying. Yeah, I think he works flying. Move it back a bit. So yeah. So it's quite a nice card really. You can do quite a lot with it. I'm going to do, on the tutorial, I'm going to do a slightly different version of it. So you've got more space to write, because I was very aware of the fact that you haven't got much, really got much space to write here. You could obviously write on the back if you wanted to, or you could also write under here. But yeah, I have another idea, so I shall be doing that on the tutorial. But yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way that turned out. It's nice, and I like your idea, Nola, with the acetate. I shall be using that again because that really works well, and it could work well with flowers as well. So thank you for that. Fabulous. So there you go. That's my 2 cards. So I've called it a 5x7 collared diamond easel card. So there's my 2 cards. There's that one. I'll have to tilt them so you can see them. So there's that one and there's that one. So both of them are using the new papers by Antonio Makes. Obviously, don't forget, Louise 10 gets 10% off. And yeah, go and check out his sale stuff as well. So my discount code will work on his sale stuff as well, just so you know. It will work on all of it, and it works on the VIP memberships. It works on all that stuff. So yeah, so there we go. So that's our live for today. I am done. I'm going to go and lie. Well, I'm not going to go and lie in a dark corner. I'd like to go and lie in a darkened room and fall asleep. That's what I'd like to do. But I'm going to probably record the video for this now. I've started cutting the bits out for it, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. But yeah, stay tuned for the other variations of that tuck fold, corner tuck fold, this one. Stay tuned for the other versions of this because I have got more versions coming, so don't miss them. So yeah, so I'm going to pootle off. Let me take you off the ceiling. I hope you're all alright. I'll see you all next Tuesday at 12:30. There's a close-up for you. There you go. There's a close-up, better view. Gives you my syringe in the background there. Yeah, so I'll see you all next Tuesday. So have a good week, everybody. See you soon. Bye.